First of all, who is a stakeholder? Everybody that will have the slightest interest in your business and everyone that will be affected by your business are your stakeholders. Stakeholders and shareholders are not the same thing. All of your shareholders, who are also known as stockholders, are a part of your stakeholders. But not all stakeholders are shareholders. A shareholder is a person that bought a share in your company. After buying a share, they will be a part owner of the company. So, they will definitely have an interest over the company. The growth of the company is growth of their share value. That is why they are stakeholders of the company. But, as I have already said, there are many more stakeholders out there. And who are the stakeholders? If you are the owner of the business, the biggest stakeholder will be you. The owners are definitely involved in the business, aren't they? All of the employees are stakeholders as well, starting with top-level managers to the lower-level factory workers. The customers are also important stakeholders. They will be buying from you and you will make money because of them. The suppliers of raw materials are also stakeholders. There are the investors and the creditors. They will want their money back and more. The government. Yes, they will demand taxes and different government agencies are present to make sure you are conducting your business properly. The general people living around will also be stakeholders, more so if they are living near your factories. The way your factory operates will have some effect on their lives. And the stakeholder mapping is really easy. There are 4 categories that are divided by interest and power. Low interest, low power, high interest, high power. You have to put each of these stakeholders in each of these categories. And you also need to keep a careful watch over them because these things change from time to time. One stakeholder with high power but low interest can easily move on to high power and high interest category. For example, the government. The government will not be that much interested in individual businesses if you are paying your taxes properly and conducting your business legally. But if circumstances change, they will definitely be interested in you. There are some general strategies to handle each of the segments of stakeholders. The ones that have high power and high interest, you need to manage them closely and keep close engagement with them. The ones that have low interest but high power, you have to keep them satisfied. Like the government example. If you keep paying taxes and regulate your business properly, then they will be satisfied. Then there will be people that have low level of power but high interest in your business. This might be the lower level employees or the people living near your factories. You have to communicate with them about the fact that everything is alright and your actions are in their best interests. Because there is a possibility that these people can acquire power through some way. You'll never know. Then there are stakeholders that will have low interest in your business and they don't even have that much power. Well, just monitor them loosely and communicate with them only when necessary. Now, sometimes making some decisions for your company while trying to satisfy one group of stakeholders can end up angering another group of stakeholders. It is obvious that you have to tread carefully. So, you have to put all of the stakeholders into account when making a big decision on behalf of your company. And sometimes you will have to make hard decisions that will eventually not be satisfactory for a group of stakeholders. In that case, you have to consult the stakeholder map and offend them carefully. That would be it for stakeholders for today. I haven't talked about what group of stakeholders will go on which category because it depends on the business. If the shareholders own 5% of the company and do not have any voting rights, then they will be one thing. But in another business, if the shareholders can own 40% of the business and have the voting rights as well, that will be a completely different case. That is why there was a lot of generalizations in the examples. Alright, if you have any questions about the topic, you can comment below. I might answer it below or I might answer it in a separate community post. You can like, share, subscribe and all those good stuff. If you want to support the growth of this channel directly, then you can support me on Patreon. If not, like, share and even watching another video is helpful for me. Time for a short bonus. The winner of the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1909. The winners were Guglielmo Marconi and Carl Ferdinand Braun. Apologies for the pronunciations if it was wrong in some way. They won the prize for inventing wireless telegraphy, wireless technology for communication. It was a huge discovery in 1890s. Now, this is the official end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still watching, remember to take care of yourself. I hope you have learned something new today. And lastly, goodbye for now.